This video right here is going to merge two of the biggest stories of the day. One is more or less just kind of a follow-up on something that I promised earlier in the week, talking about Elon Musk since he's addressed him stepping down as Twitter CEO, which is kind of weird because there's no board there. So what are you the chief executive officer for if you don't have any executives to officer over? Okay, and the kind of, I guess, reversal on that one. And then also that giant spending bill and Zelensky going down and getting his Christmas present in person. Like, all of that stuff is buck wild. And there's so many other little stories, but as you can see, like, I tackled some of the other stuff earlier here with the Johnny Depp settlement, which might have been a day or so old, but whatever. And I was just really pissed off by that whole Lacey Evans stuff, okay, and those dirtbag journalists out there really trying their damnedest to covertly cancel her. But I could also be talking about what's going on with the Carrie Lake lawsuit that's going on right now, but I don't know how much of that stuff I could actually get away with on the platform. Might just end up waiting until all the cards fall as they may at the end of that, unless of course I want to do a video specifically over on Rumble, which I always leave the opportunity open for. But as of right now, I don't have any plans on doing that for sure. Don't want to get anybody's hopes up or anything like that. But I'll cover that stuff when it becomes a little bit more stable too. So without further ado, two of the several large stories that are going on today, and the rest of this stuff I'll tackle tomorrow as well, okay? Because I got to try to keep up on all this stuff. I can't do it all because I just want to be able to, put everything out there appropriately so you all can see it. I'm sorry. Elon Musk breaks his silence after the poll votes in favor of his resignation as Twitter CEO. So, what does he have to say about this? Because we talked about it yesterday during the Twitter files breakdown, and he's like, oh, very interesting about these bots. Guess we still have a problem. So what does he know right here? Elon Musk has taken to Twitter for the first time to address a poll he conducted on the platform that found users voted overwhelmingly in favor of him stepping down as Twitter's chief executive. Not really, bro. It was 57.5 to 42.5. It's like, it's not exactly what I would consider overwhelming, but all right, cool, whatever. It looks good. Like SEO for that, and it looks pretty good, I guess. Okay, the billionaire businessman had promised to abide by the results of the poll, which closed at about 6:20 a.m. Eastern Time on December 19th, with final results showing that 57.5% voted in favor of Musk departing the role. Replying to one Twitter user, Wall Street Silver. I don't know his affiliation to, because it looks like the exact same, art style that Wall Street Bets. You guys remember that Reddit forum that really caused the fuss very, very early in the Biden presidency with all the meme stonks? God, that was a fun time. A simpler time when everything costs considerably less. Anyways, final results, yes, showing people really wanted him out of that position. But yes, Wall Street Silver throws it back with some interesting information. Very interesting when you compared the number of votes versus the number of likes on the tweet. Did bots brigade the Elon poll yesterday? That'd be very interesting to see. Yeah, likes. Okay, 312,000 likes, 128,000 quote retweets, 206K retweets as well. Okay, yeah, so after it was, just about done. And then, what did it end up being? Something like 15 million people chimed in on that one. I did as well, and I voted for no, just for transparency's sake. But, yeah. And then Elon, interesting. In another tweet, a user who suggested that blue subscribers should be the ones that vote on the policy related in polls. Musk replied, good point. Twitter will make that change. Highlighted that one yesterday as well. Musk stopped short of directly speaking about the results of the poll and what the next actions could be. As a majority owner of the privately held company, Musk cannot be forced out of Twitter. Of course not. Seen reports as well that, maybe he made a statement about this story, but I don't know if this is relevant anymore. I can't really see any corroborating sources on this one, so we'll see. Because in this article, which also looks like it might be a day old, so yes, we'll see what we can find here. Musk says he will resign as Twitter CEO, but remain involved in the key operations. Yeah, that was posted yesterday, and then, okay, I will resign as CEO as soon as I find someone foolish enough to take the job. After that, I will just run the software and servers team. Yeah, and stay in on the bigger policy decisions as well. But then also, you tie that up with the whole, bat system, getting to the bottom of that. Very interesting. And the way that it affects polls, well, we got other polls here. Enough with the teasing and stuff, and this is how we're obviously going to pivot over to the Zelensky stuff. But don't worry, we'll come back to Elon before the end of this. Another poll run by Musk in October sparked controversy as billionaire proposed 4 ways to facilitate peace in Ukraine amid an invasion by Russian forces. Peace in Ukraine? Nah, man, that shit just prints money right now. Case in point, where we're going after this, the poll offered proposals that include a redo of elections in annexed regions under the UN supervision. Yeah, that'd be the Donbass region, which was the original impetus of that conflict that's over there, but everybody forgets it. You just need to hashtag stand with Ukraine and war machine and military industrial complex money machine go burr. The poll received a 59.1% no votes compared to 40.9%, so basically 60-40 yes about solving this fucking senseless conflict at this point in time. Like, listen, nothing against, the people involved in this situation, like the Ukrainian people. Obviously, I'm a quarter ethnic Ukrainian and all that stuff, so hashtag Slava Ukrainia and all that stuff, but I don't play identity politics and shit like that. And obviously, the men that are getting conscripted into this war right now, the women are just allowed to leave, which is, justifiably so. I don't want anybody fighting in this shit that doesn't want to actually be fighting in this stuff. And then for the Russian forces as well, and the Russian people that are getting sanctioned by the fucking world because Kremlin man bad. All of this shit is so fucked at this point in time, but it's good business out there, okay? And now, we'll go over to what Zelensky's up to, because like I said, there's so much stuff going on today. I wanted to cover a bunch of it, but Zelensky gives Biden the Ukrainian Soldier's Medal on visit to the White House. Oh, that's nice. You give him $100 and some odd billion, and all you get is a fucking tin medal. Great, fantastic. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. Well, with that amount of U.S. funds, you think he should be getting a cabinet position in the Biden administration. Kicked off his whirlwind visit to Washington on Wednesday. Yeah, he's just hitting the podcast tour out there. He's in high demand right now. Yuck. His first trip outside his country since Russia invaded 300 days ago. Yeah, very tense conflict if you're allowed to go out on a fucking media tour, bro. I'm delighted you can make the trip, man. Biden, 80. Fucking guy's 80 years old. He's the president, right? And he wants to seek a second term, huh? He would be, theoretically, Lord have mercy, that motherfucker would be 87 years old by the time that he leaves office. Let that sink in for a moment. Told the 44-year-old Zelensky as the leaders began their bilateral meeting in the Oval Office, referring to his Ukrainian counterpart as Man of the Year. Yuck. In reference to Time magazine awarding Zelensky that honor earlier this month. Fucking double yuck. And then also the Vogue photo shoot, because this very serious war with very high ramifications for world peace, right, required a staged photo shoot. Zelensky, yes, for his part, passed along all my appreciations from my heart and the heart of all Ukrainians. But where's my check? I need to get the fuck out of here. I'm tired of smelling Gold Bond and you trying to sniff my wife and children. Ukrainian president then took out his country's Cross of Military Merit Award. Did you have to scrub off any Nazi paraphernalia on top of that? I was like, this one has swastika. Oh, wait, I'm saving that for yay later. We'll bring out this one. It's so much nicer. And explained that it had been originally given to the captain of HIMARS rocket launcher battery fighting in the eastern city of Bakhmut. Oh, man, that's like the best summon in Final Fantasy. That's terrific. Fantastic. Oh, man, look at how nice and happy they all look together. Oh, they're just outside. Fucking Christ, there's no snow in Washington, D.C. Christ almighty, right? If you guys could see the entire screen that's on here, you would notice that there's a little weather update in the bottom corner. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just dating the operating system on this old, my backup machine right here, which I'm staring over, and over the weekend, I'm going to be finally doing some upgrades so I get my old rig back. Thank the Lord. But at least on this, I think it's Windows 10 or some shit like that. I don't fucking know. I don't really care either. It's been working great for me, touch wood again. But the little weather update that's down there, and I can just also look outside as well. It's 35 below here, and it was about, I got the screenshot and shit. Air temperature was, 42 below, felt like 50. Yeah, I guess I just don't have enough money to make the climate bend my well. He's very brave, and he said, give it to very brave president. And we first showed up at Washington. I forgot to bring Christmas present. I was going to give this to actual brave president, but I guess you'll have to do. And I want to give you the cross of military merit that he won. Oh, great. So Biden gets some stolen valor. How adorable. Well, it's not exactly out of character for him. It's not the only thing that he likes to steal. Biden accepted the honor, saying it's undeserved but much appreciated. You should probably stick with the first half of that statement because it's actually true. Zelensky added that the captain had told him, I don't give a fuck about this shit. Holy Christ, do I not fucking care, bro. 2 hours later, Zelensky had disembarked for from a U.S. jet to Joint Base Andrews in Maryland. How adorable! He gets to fly around on United States taxpayer dollars. That's fucking adorable. Okay. In the same airport used by Air Force One, private meeting with Biden. The two leaders were due to co-host the White House press conference around 4:30 p.m. Haven't heard any updates on that, okay? And it's well after that time before Zelensky was to address the joint meeting of Congress around 7:30. If anything of note happens then, we'll probably talk about it tomorrow, but fucking know about that. He'll just, I don't know, cry and say, we know that the $42 billion that I will receive tomorrow after you fucks pass this spending bill, I'll just take it in cash. I don't care. Just whatever. I'll come back when I need more because Biden already offering me more military weapons. If you ever wonder why nobody gives a fuck about Afghanistan anymore, it's because they just found their other, forever war right here because that military-industrial complex continues to move the fuck on. Biden pledges to fund Ukraine as long as it takes after Zelensky says support is not enough. You ungrateful fucking yard gnome. Biden and Ukrainian president, I guess, held a joint press conference on Wednesday as Biden promised further aid in form of weapons and funding in the nation's war effort. Yes, you must support the war effort. Get your little hands in there. Grateful for the United States support, but it's not enough. Bro, what's the fucking total? Did they got it all totaled up here? Because that'd be fan-fucking-tastic, man. Because I want to know what that's at. I know it's over $100 billion at this point. Yeah, $45 billion that they'll be getting tomorrow after everybody passes the $1.85 trillion package. That's what the spending package is supposed to be, right? Yeah. Yeah, man, the United States military gets to send out some of their outdated equipment over to Ukraine, okay, and they'll just ship Zelensky back in first class and send over all the cargo jets and all the shit that's there. Tell me you're not fighting a war without actually fighting a war, and just give me a more crystal clear example of what exactly is going on here. You can't find it as to what is going on right here. But yo, man, I don't need to see any more ass slapping on this situation at all whatsoever. I just kind of want to go back to what the other part of the deep state is doing, because obviously the whole military gimmick, that's all taken care of, right? Hey man, they can just go in there and recycle and buy some new equipment and make everybody else poorer and more reliant on the government to take care of them and to keep them safe from the big bad Putin man. Fuck off. How about something that has direct implications over everybody else? So the Twitter files yesterday, with all those psyops that were uncovered, that was being run directly by the deep state, Department of Homeland Security, Director of National Intelligence Office, and the FBI specifically. And the FBI is out here just coping huge. Okay, it's funny. It's funny because their entire premise, right, was censoring harmful opinions based on misinformation and then trying to retroactively fit other communications under a misinformation policy. And now, okay, Elon Musk and his journalists associates are out there saying that, oh yeah, misinformation and disinformation is kind of whatever they wanted it to be. I kind of know a bit of this response here, so it's just kind of funny to lay the groundwork for that first and foremost before, yes, we get to what the FBI had to say about this. It echoes back when the DOJ, okay, was caught with their pants down labeling concerned parents going to school board meetings as domestic terrorists, and it's like, oh, you can't criticize the DOJ, especially off that misinformation. We've seen the fucking letter you sent out, okay? You know exactly what you're doing. And then after the raid of Mar-a-Lago, okay, the FBI came out with this exact same fucking line beforehand. Oh, the work that the FBI does is very important. Cool. Have you found any receipts on that fucking Mar-a-Lago shit? Like, that was back in August at this point in time. Like, you motherfucker, we know you work slowly, but we didn't think this fucking slowly. But whatever, man. The FBI on Wednesday responded to Elon Musk's endorsed Twitter files release that appeared to show the FBI having worked closely with social media companies. I would say companies, because they also outed Facebook, Google as well, Meta and Google. Okay, they got all of them. Alleging that conspiracy theorists are trying to discredit the Bureau. No. The FBI, as it's operating right now, thoroughly discredits itself, so don't worry about it.
Correspondence between the FBI and Twitter show nothing more than examples of our traditional, long-standing, and ongoing federal government and private sector engagements.
Wait a minute, so you guys have been fascist for a long old while? Like, I don't know if you're trying to bolster your own position by admitting such salacious material right here. I don't know if that's working out well for you, but do continue.
Which involved numerous companies over multiple sectors and industries,
FBI statement issued to Fox. Wow, when Fox was probably like, yeah, please just, bring over the fucking three-letter agency's boot for us to just lick more efficiently. And said in response to the files, as evidenced in the correspondence, the FBI provides critical information. Oh, the FBI said, what the government says is the information. If you guys want to be critical of it, you are assaulting our democracy. Fuck off.
To the private sector in an effort to allow them to protect themselves and their customers.
Whenever the government comes to you, it's like, again, those 8 and 9 words that Ronald Reagan told you are the most dangerous ones that you can hear. I'm from the government, and I'm here to help. Whenever they come open arms, just saying, oh, we're just here to keep you safe. Fuck it, your guard should be well the fuck up now. Remember, they were keeping you safe over the past few years by telling you to close your business and just stay at home, wear the mask, get all the jabs. Meanwhile, Amazon, Costco, Walmart, Best Buy, all of those places, they got to stay open. But your mom and pop shops, no. The virus likes to go in there. But as to the big box stores, everybody going in one entrance and out the other one, yeah, it's fine, okay? Or, hey, if you guys want to go out there and protest for mask mandates and vaccine mandates, you guys are spreading the virus. You guys are alt-right, violent extremists that you guys are out there on the streets. But, during the summer of love, that was totally fine because the virus can't be outside transmission. Is just, it doesn't want to be racist. It doesn't want to show up at that one. You fucking liars. And these are the same people who are spouting that same rhetoric, now trying to tell you everything that you're seeing, these Twitter files, there's really nothing here, bro. I don't know why you're so concerned. Why are you guys being so bent out of shape about this? Okay, we do this all the time, okay? The men and the women of the FBI work every day to protect the American public. By lying on their name, by trying to get people censored, okay, by taking over direct access to these platforms. Like, I don't think that really falls in your guys' scope of practice, but all right, continue. It is unfortunate that conspiracy theorists and others are feeding the American public misinformation. Oh, ding! There's the word. With the sole purpose of attempting to discredit the agency. Conspiracy theorists, they've got the receipts. They've shown multiple screenshots of fucking email communications. They've seen this shit go down in real fucking time, bro, with you guys being caught red fucking handed. That hand is directly in the cookie jar right there. And you're saying, no, it's just misinformation. You guys are just trying to discredit us. Your actions speak louder than your words. The FBI statement did not elaborate on who it considers conspiracy theorists. Yeah, just the guys with the goods. Okay, conspiracy theory. I was like, what the fuck? Still got all the packaging here. Like, what the fuck, man? Come on, this shit's real. You can't just backtrack. We caught you. We got the fucking Fed letterhead. Like, come on now. This week, Schellenberger posted files related to Hunter Biden's laptop story. What do we got here? What I quickly put together was a pattern in which it appears the FBI agents, along with former FBI agents within the company, were engaged in disinformation campaign aimed at top Twitter and Facebook executives, as well as top news organizations, to basically prepare them, prime them, get them set up to dismiss Hunter Biden information when it would be released. Michael Schellenberger said when he dropped his bit on the FBI colluding with Twitter, Facebook, and Google. I think Washington Post and New York Times were all roped into that big old company meeting that was down there. He provided all that information, but clearly our eyes be deceiving. Don't pay attention to your lying eyes. Pay attention to what the feds have to say on this one, okay? Because they've got the truth. Just like the CIA has all the goods on JFK. I don't even know what the fuck to do with that story. If you want to dive down that rabbit hole, if there's a little lull in some news coverage over the holidays, I might talk about it, but I really don't have that much, faith in the legitimacy of that story anyways. But I do when they actually come packing some concrete evidence, and that's all that Elon Musk is out here, just being a fucking fax machine. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.